This is my recording of a piece of the book of Broken Trail for my school project on my book report. On the morning of the 8th day, Broken Trail sat beside a stream, nibbling the sweetened powdered corn that the two warriors had given him. When he had finished, he knelt and lowered his face to the water. As he drank, the back of his neck prickled, and he had a feeling that he was being watched. His muscles tensed, and with a single motion he leapt to his feet and pulled his tomahawk from his belt. He saw no one, but suddenly a dry branch snapped. Broken Trail had his tomahawk ready to harrow when a young warrior stepped, with his right palm raised, from behind a tree. The gesture meant peace, but the youth's face was painted for war, one side black and the other red. He would have looked fierce if the war paint had not been smudged and smeared, as if he had been crawling close to the ground through long grass. The stranger was taller than Broken Trail and older, perhaps 15. He wore fringed leather leggings, beaded moccasins, and a breechcloth, but no shirt. Both sides of his head were shaved, and from his scalp lock dangled 3 trophy feathers. He looked exhausted. Maybe he was hungry. Broken Trail held out the bag of corn powder. The stranger's eyes fastened upon it eagerly. Before taking it, he said something in a language that Broken Trail did not recognize, although it sounded a bit like Oneida. The stranger ate a handful of corn powder and then washed it down with water from the stream. After he had finished, he tapped his chest. Tituba. This was a word that Broken Trail knew. It meant Cherokee. The Cherokees were cousins of his people, even though they were not part of the 6 nations of the Haudenosaunee. He tapped his own chest. Oneida. The response was the usual grunt of disbelief. The Cherokee shook his head and pointed at Broken Trail. Yingeese. Broken Trail's brow knotted in a savage frown. His blue eyes had betrayed him again. The Cherokee asked, "You speak English?" Yes. Broken Trail hated speaking English, but he was glad that he and this young warrior would be able to talk to each other. "Why call yourself Oneida? You are white." Broken Trail was tired of this question, but he answered patiently. "The Oneida adopted me. My name is Broken Trail." The Cherokee nodded, apparently satisfied with his answer. "I am Red Sun Rising." "That's a good name. What you do in this country, so far from your home?" "I'm on my way to Kings Mountain." "Why go there?" Broken Trail hesitated. Should he tell the stranger about his mission? He knew that the Cherokees hated the white settlers in the mountain valleys. The settlers were treaty breakers, scoffing at the treaties the Cherokees had made in good faith. He decided to take a chance. "I have a message to deliver to the English commander." "What sort of message?" Red Sun Rising lay stretched out on the grass, apparently feeling better, now that he had something in his stomach. "A warning that hundreds of over-mountain men are gathering in a place called Watoga to attack his army. If I'm there in time, the Redcoats will give me a rifle." Red Sun Rising gave a low whistle. "A rifle? Do you believe that?" "The captain who sends the message made that promise. It's in writing. I can read the words." "In writing?" Red Sun Rising looked impressed. Broken Trail seized the moment. "Come with me. Be my guide." He half expected the Cherokee to laugh. Red Sun Rising wore 3 trophy feathers in his scalp lock, 3 enemies slain in battle. He was a real warrior. Why would he want to go on an adventure with someone like Broken Trail, who still wore his hair long like a boy? Red Sun Rising did not laugh. "Yes," he said, "I help you. The English are friends of the Cherokees. They help us defend our land." "They do? You never hear about Dragon Canoe, our great leader, and his blood brother, Alexander Cameron? Together they fight the rebels in the Carolinas and Tennessee." "I reckon there's a lot I don't know." "You don't know best way through mountains. I show you." Red Sun Rising sat up. He wiped his face with a handful of grass. As he looked at the red and black paint that had come off the grass, he said, 2 days ago, we make a war party against settlers who take our land. They ready for us. They kill everybody but me. Next time, I get even. 1 scalp for every warrior they kill. 5 scalps. He held up his hand